Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And it's just been announced by the SNP that should the Greens vote in their EGM to leave government and no longer support as a government partner the SNP, then the SNP will continue in government as a minority government. That's what they intend to do. It does mean, of course, that going forward, all policies will have to be done on a consensus basis, knowing that they won't be able to ramrod them through simply by dint of having the numbers. Now, of course, on a lot of things, the Greens may well still end up helping the SNP, but it by no means guaranteed. And it also means, of course, that opposition parties will have an increasing say. It means if they can get their act together, the Liberal Dems, the Labour and the Tories can overthrow a lot of the policies, can force their hand, should they wish to, should they come to themselves on opposition, a consensus agreement on a position that they want to make life hell for the SNP. I think that is something that needs to be looked at, and I'm pretty sure that Anna Sarwar, Douglas Ross, and anyone else who can be bothered will be making a lot of furious phone calls this afternoon in light of this announcement. It also means, and I think Craig pointed this out in a video earlier, that should next year's budget fail to get through because it's voted out, that it will immediately call for a new a new Holyrood election that will completely change the party. There's also, of course, the war of attrition. And as time goes on, one at a time, MSPs may succumb to disease and die, or have an accident and die, or just get fed up and retire, or for various other reasons involving, let's just say, fraud or corruption or some other form of criminality. And so they will force by-elections. And if it is not won by an SNP member, then, of course, the opposition grows and the SNP shrinks. And eventually there will be perhaps even a larger party than the SNP, which would immediately again force a change of government. So for the SNP, these are hard times. It is getting incredibly difficult for them to maintain authority. It will be almost impossible for them to put through controversial legislation without bending the knee to other parties. Although given how many of the other parties voted in the Hate Crime Act, for example, some policies were just going to still fly through. But it does give the opposition a chance to give them a bloody nose. It's sheer arrogance, of course, on the point of Humza Yousaf that he thinks he'll still be able to maintain authority. And I don't think, with a failing SNP and with the Greens gone, that he will last very much longer. The danger, of course, is that he goes and you get someone in who's, half decent, like Kate Forbes. She may just turn the tide a little. Probably not enough to save the SNP, but certainly enough to reduce the disaster at the elections. So we want really Humza to last as long as he possibly can. Anyway, I shall finish there. Thank you very much for watching. Do please hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video, and I will speak to you in my pyjamas, which they're not. Thank you. Despite the comments, they are a shirt. They just look like my pyjamas, and I bloody well wish. I am knackered. Anyway, till then, bye.